Do you know the most important conversation that you should care about? Welcome to the Transformational Tuesday new episode, and this is Osaveda, your mentor, guide, and coach in your personal transformational journey. And today, in this new episode of Transformational Tuesday, we are going to talk about another phenomenal topic. It's about what is the most important conversation in our life and what we should care about the most. So I'm sure you must be thinking about like talking to some important people or some the key people in your life, or maybe the loved one, closed one, or when you go for some big opportunity and talking to people who really matters in your life and talking to them nicely, or when you met some very successful people or people who are like your idol, or people whom you really kind of idealize or worship. If you feel like when I talk to those people, especially like if you are in a love relationship or you are talking to the boy or girl, or convincing or getting a big business deal and making it the big thing, is the some of these are the most important conversation in your life. If you are thinking like that, you are wrong. Absolutely you are wrong. Yes, because why you are thinking like that? We have been programmed from childhood that we have to talk nice to people around us, we have to be good, we have to careful about the words that we are using and the way we are talking to people around, and we should be very careful about talking to others because you cannot take back your words once it's spoken. And all this has been programmed. Yes, those are great ideas, great things, nothing to deny upon them. And those are great words, great advice, and nice. We should be talking to people nicely. We should be talking to them with a good intention. We should not say bad things to them. That's fine. But only if you are doing that thing, then it's not gonna make your life magical or successful or awesome or phenomenal. Because I know many people are doing that. They are being very nice to people around them. They are talking only good things, and they are not harming anyone, not hurting anyone. Still, most of those people are unhappy, not really living their dreams, not creating success, not creating happiness in their life. You know why? Because they are not doing the most important conversation in the right way. They are not understanding what is the most important conversation. They're still thinking talking to their boss, talking to their mentor, talking to their life partner, talking to their parents, talking to their teachers or clients is the most important conversation. Those are important, but the most important conversation is the self conversation, the conversation that you are having with yourself, the self talk or the self conversation that you are having with yourself all the time. And unfortunately, most people are being programmed to talk negatively to themselves. From morning till the night you go to sleep, you are talking to yourself. You are having a conversation all through the day. Even before having a conversation with someone, and even after having a conversation with someone, or while having a conversation with someone also, there is a conversation that is happening with you most of the time. And what differentiate from the people who are living their dreams or very successful or creating marvels in their life or creating phenomenal life, and the other people is these people, the successful people or the people who are happy or creating the life of their dreams, are always talking to themselves. The self conversation is always in positive direction, always in the direction of positivity, courageous, confidence building, inspiration, motivation about the dreams, the positive things of life. And rest of the people, they are criticizing themselves, they are finding fault in them, they are appreciating everyone around them, but they are finding faults in them. They try to be nice to everyone, but they are their biggest critic. And that's the wrong. Because when your self conversation goes in the wrong direction all the time, you focus only on the problems, and only on the weaknesses, and only on the what's going wrong with your life, what's the wrong things within you. Yes, you should know your weaknesses so that you can walk up on them, but that's not the only thing that you focus all through the day. That's not the only thing that you criticize yourself, because if you keep doing that, your life is never ever going to be phenomenal. Remember that. So the most important conversation in your life and in this universe is the self conversation. You have to be very careful about how you are talking to yourself, because you know who is the most important person, who is the most significant person, the person who has the maximum impact in your life is you. You, no one outside of you, not your boyfriend or girlfriend, not your husband or wife, not your boss, not your business partner, not your customer. It's first you. So you have to have the best conversation with you. When you have the best conversation with you, your self-esteem will go high, your confidence level will touch the sky, you feel great about your life, you can find what are the magical things you can do. And that's where magic started happening in your life. You see successful people, happy people, abundant people, and you wonder why they are always beaming with that joy, happiness, confidence, and self-esteem. Why they don't feel low, even if you know that they have many weaknesses, even if you don't know that they are not very good at many things, but you never feel like that. Because they only know what the best, they only have that aura, that energy within you. And why? Because they always have a positive conversation with them, they always push them, they always tell them that yes, I can do it, they always take care of them. Whenever they do something for the first time, they don't criticize them. Like most of the time when people go for their first public speaking or for their first performance on a stage, what usually people do after the performance, they start thinking, oh, that went wrong, I did that wrong, how come I said that word? How did that happen? How could I have done this mistake? I looked like a fool out there. Is it sounds familiar? It happened with most people. But what the other kind of people do who actually create the transformation, they said, it's okay, even if I have done wrong few things, but I did phenomenally well. I did this thing great. I was great with my start. I was great with my ending. Did this thing. Okay. After that, first they have a positive conversation. First they appreciate themselves. And after that, they observe what went wrong and then they focus on working on them so that they can easily improvise themselves. Same way, if you are going for an interview and you are keep thinking that, okay, there are people who are better than me, there are people who can do better than me, they look more confident, they look more smarter, they have better grades, they have better education, then man, you are not going to become successful, because you are putting all those people ahead of you, and you know the law of attraction. Whatever you focus on, you expand, and wherever you give your energy, that thing will prosper. So when you are thinking about only other people, you are putting all your positive energy for their success. They are going to be successful, not you, because you are putting yourself back. You are putting yourself back in the queue. So your self-conversation or the self-talk is very powerful, and it always has to be positive for you. And if you are thinking, if I'll do so much of self-conversation or self-talk, then am I going to turn into an arrogant person? No, that's not gonna happen. Arrogance, someone become arrogant only when they try to put other people down, when they wants to make other people seems inferior. You are not going to do that. You are not competing with anyone. You are just boosting yourself so that you can able to do more than what you can capable of, so that your efficiency will go high, so that you can be phenomenal. And you are the person. If you don't encourage yourself, who will? You can watch this video, you can get inspiration, but tomorrow morning when you wake up, you have to remember this conversation, you have to remember this video, and you have to remind yourself that, okay, AJ has told me to have a great conversation with myself, and I'm gonna have great conversation with me this morning. I'm going to inspire myself, I'm going to motivate myself, and I'm going to say myself that I'm super awesome, I'm phenomenal, I'm magical, I'm confident, I'm going to create my magical day. The moment you started having this positive conversation with you, my friend, your life will going to change 360 degree. And I have helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people to do that. People who have crushed interviews like cakewalk, people who have made business deals in a moment, people who have gone for the first time and for some performance and did their phenomenal performance, people who have transformed life like magically, people who have failed in many relationships but they transform the next relationship magically. How it is possible? By reprogramming the conversation, the self-conversation. The moment you start being aware about the self-conversation, and the first and the beginning of being aware about self-conversation is know that that's the most important conversation. Every other conversation is secondary. When your self-conversation is in the right direction, in the positive direction, in the right amount, in the positive direction towards your dreams, your success will magnify like anything. Your success rate will go high, and with practice it will go even magically higher. So there are a lot of affirmation on our blog awesomeage.com. You can check them and use some of the affirmation. That is one of the easiest way to reprogram the self conversation, reprogram the self talk, because your self talk, your self conversation defines it defines your rate of success in your life. It gives you the boost, it gives you the motivation, the self esteem. So you should first know that that's the most important conversation. Every other conversation is secondary. Once your self conversation is right, then you can do phenomenal job. You know, something like this we have discussed in another video of Transformational Tuesday, where we talked about why bad things happen to good people. Because why? Because their self conversation is in the wrong direction. Though they are doing good things to other people, but their self conversation is in the wrong direction. They are full of fear, doubts, weakness, or finding their faults. So if you haven't seen that video, then go to that video and watch that video. It's going to be a game changer in your journey. And remember, self conversation is the most important conversation in your life, and it should be cared about. You should be very focused about it, because you know you are the most important person in your life, and you should talk to yourself with love, with positivity, with inspiration, with confidence. At times you need inspiration. At times you need you need to protect yourself. At times you need to say yourself that it's okay. If you have done some mistakes, or you have done something wrong, it's time when you should take care of yourself and tell yourself that it's okay to do mistakes. Now what to do, how to do it, what are the good things in there within you, and then focus on them, improve upon your weaknesses. But it should be always in the positive direction. So remember, the number one conversation in your life, the most important conversation, the most phenomenal conversation, and the key to your success is self conversation. It's your self talk that defines your rate of success. So be aware of that. Thank you. This is Awesome Eze, your mentor, guide, your coach, and your friend in your personal transformation. And we are striving to help you more and more, creating a more phenomenal and transformational life. If you love this video, if you love this series of Transformational Tuesday, then give it a thumbs up, share with other people, share with your family and friends, and let them know that they can also transform, they can also create a phenomenal life. Invite them to this transformational journey, and together all of us will create more magical life, more transformation. Always stay motivated, stay awesome, because you are awesome and you deserve to have always awesome conversation with you, because you are the most awesome